Hello. Welcome. Drop Dead Podcast.
Dead Podcast.
Another Monday night of
fun. Come again to save the motherfucking thing.
Soft cum. Soft penis cum. Well, first, apologies for the last two episodes. Apparently, there's some sound issues.
My voice is just overpowering.
To our 5 listeners,
everybody.
It's not bad. It sounds good. It's just me. The two most entertaining people are a little quieter.
The most godlike person with the godlike voice.
He's still louder right now.
Overpowering.
He's just trying to overtalk people.
No,
but
I just normal.
It's
just my normal
natural
voice.
Alpha male.
It's like Skyrim, with the voice, bro. I have powers, man.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, you say normal voice, like male overpowering, but it's squeaky, so it's sharp in the ears.
It's that frequency, dude.
Yeah,
it's my frequency.
Yeah, it's fucking piercing, not in a good way.
Well, today, guys, my thing keeps shaking, and that's not good. But
earthquake, dude. Wait, before you start, so.
Shout out to the Lighthouse.
Okay, no.
Movie,
if you haven't seen it yet, you're a fucking pleb. So go see it. Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. So, basically, I went down to Ramona this weekend, and just long story short, I helped my sister move, and she had this keychain, and on it was a little canister, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?"
Drugs.
Sprayed it. Pepper spray.
Ooh,
good.
What are you so confused about by this?
No, it fucking pretty much went in my face.
Oh, you sprayed it into your own eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, brilliant.
No, it almost missed my face. It missed my face by like a little bit, but that was enough to fucking destroy me.
Oh, really?
No, I was.
So you thought that she just had, what did you think it was when you first started this?
You know what? I thought it was pepper spray. But I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna spray it anyways. And then it was pepper spray.
I hate when that happens.
And also, I found out. More badass last words. William Wallace's.
Oh, here we go. We're already, dude?
We haven't even announced what the podcast is.
William Wallace.
We know his last words. It's like the most
badass.
Famous. Yeah.
Badass. Okay, can we agree with this? And he's a lot.
I don't know his last words.
He's a lot like Che Guevara and William Wallace.
No, we're not doing this.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
What were his last words?
I could never betray Edward I because I was never his subject. Dude.
Pretty lame.
Can we get to what we're doing?
So moving on to the actual podcast, he's clearly still a little butthurt from last week.
He did not forget.
Because I roasted him.
On being a communist.
Yep.
You didn't even...
I'll mute you.
Okay. He has the power.
Okay? Yeah. We're talking about killer couples, dude, but like not your lame fucking, like some more unknowns and some real fucking savage,
some sick
relationships.
They're just like, yeah, baby, I love you. Let's go murder your mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, but it gets weird, man.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get weird.
Well, I love it when it gets weird.
So strap on in, guys.
I'll strap on my...
Strap on.
Yeah. It was coming. Just with the zinger.
So we're gonna start with a lesbian couple.
My favorite.
Get a little spicy.
Wow.
Explicit warning.
Were they like...
We have to do that before every podcast.
I know. This is actually probably our least explicit episode.
Were they
Were they lesbians?
No, were they butchy or were they...
One was. There was a more butch.
Ooh.
Always is.
Did you guys see American Horror Story Roanoke?
No. Roanoke. That's how you say that.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
How you don't fucking know, dude.
Correct you.
Unbelievable. I knew it. I saw it in your face.
Did you see Roanoke, guys?
Whatever. There was some characters in there based on them. But it's Gwendolyn Graham and Kathy Wood.
Gwendolyn.
That's how you say that.
Great. Gwendolyn.
And what was the other one's name?
Kathy Wood.
Right. Better than their names. What did they do?
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
Let's hear that.
So they were working at a nursing home, and that's where they met.
Hot and heavy there.
Yes, they quickly became friends and then lovers in 1986. So they're in their mid-20s at this point.
It's kind of hard not to want to fuck while you're working at a nursing home, Yeah. It just really gets the juices pumping.
Does it?
Yeah, dude.
do you want to fuck the old people?
Just gets the juices flowing, dude.
You're like, man, I'm still virile.
Man, dude,
I gotta get out there while I still can. I'm virile. These old people.
Just giving these suppositories was really making my juices run wild.
Their first murder, according to Wood, 1987, they entered a woman's room who had Alzheimer's, and so Graham smothered her with a washcloth as Wood was the lookout. Two incapacitated to fight back. That's their first victim. No autopsy because it's natural. And they said they murdered to relieve their tension.
Their sexual tension? That was from being in a nursing
relieve
home?
the old woman's tension.
Oh, they were.
They're like this.
They were helping her.
Yeah. No, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. It's pretty bad. It gets pretty bad.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Well, the other part, the secret murder would prevent. So they're in a sick relationship, and the murder would prevent the other partner from leaving. You know what I mean? Because they both know, so
they're like
tied each other into some.
That's where they started.
That's some borderline personality shit. Like we murder together. If you leave me, I'll tell.
You murder together, you stay together.
Yeah, forever.
So that's a thing that everyone knows.
Yeah, that actually creates good bond. Like that's friendship.
Healthy.
Man.
It's a healthy way to be connected to someone.
Yeah. So they're also retarded. So over the next few months, they murdered 4 more patients. But they couldn't figure out how they wanted to be known. Like, how are we gonna kill them? Why are we gonna choose? So first they wanted to choose the victims by spelling murder in their first initials.
Wait, what?
So the first person would be Mary, and then the next one would be Uma. And then
oh my god!
Really?
Oh my god! Are you serious?
This was their idea.
They're like, okay.
Once they figure it out, it's gonna be so cool.
This is gonna be the clue, guys. They're gonna be Undertale. They're gonna be trying to figure out our clue.
Dude, it became too difficult though, because
that's a lot of letters. That's a lot of people.
I mean, not a lot of people's names start with U. Second one, Mary's fine.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Yeah,
Umbrella.
The second
Wilson.
one, they probably gave up right away.
Uma. Yeah, they had to murder Uma Thurman.
Yeah, that's probably what they're like.
Ursula.
They murdered
Little
the
Mermaid.
first person
Classic
with an M, and then they're
old.
Oh yeah, it probably. So once that was too hard, they began counting each murder as a day in the phrase "I will love you for forever and a day," a poem by Wood to Graham.
Whoa, okay,
so
that needs to be re-explained to me.
I know, I don't
that
really.
Make it,
so
that means they murdered every day.
They're like
it's this poem, and I think each line,
and a day.
Dude, it's like you'll be mine forever in 5 days.
Maybe.
Also,
so 5 murders.
I guess, yeah.
On the 5th day.
Yeah.
The 10th
okay,
day.
that was really weird. Yes. So in the poem, it's like I'll love you forever 5 days, so 5 murders.
Yeah. There we go. And so they're like,
we should put people's lives up to that.
We'll never get our clues, guys.
But if they do, they'll be like, whoa, these guys are fucking cool.
These guys are geniuses, guys.
They like poetry too.
So Graham is the butch one.
Okay.
So eventually Wood fucking testifies against her and doesn't get life, gets 20 to 40. But it's because
it actually doesn't create bonds, it creates betrayal.
So Graham was sexually, physically, and emotionally dominant, and then Graham started dating another nurse.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
So that fucked her.
She must have been hot.
I've seen.
She was the butchy one, remember?
Yeah. She must have been.
She was about flipping those
rocking
girls.
A mullet.
She flipped them.
So
that was her thing.
She just leaked out her own version. Oh, she was the killer. I was emotionally abused. I didn't do it. Like the whole thing. The whole 9 yards.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. She's like, she took souvenirs to relive the murders. None were found.
Damn.
20 to 40 years.
She got off
pretty good. Were they going to get caught? And she was just quick with, she's probably just like, all right, well, we're going to get fucking rolled up on, so I'm going to just be the fucking scapegoat.
Yeah, at some point she was like, shit, we're going to get caught. So I know
might as well just do 20 to 40 rather than
testify.
So what happened was Wood went to her ex-husband and told him about the murders.
Brilliant, you know?
Jesus Christ. She's the smart one in this story.
Well,
no, it's actually
in this
smart
story,
because
maybe.
she knew she was gonna. She incrementally leaked out her version to the detectives.
Oh yeah, like hey, you
Yeah,
want more?
upper hand. Yeah.
Give me that lobster.
Yeah.
You got some food on you? Got a smoke?
Yeah.
Give me a smoke.
So yeah, they're I mean, that's pretty much it for them. But her daughter, I thought this was funny. Woods' daughter called the Howard Stern show in June of 2019 during the news because they were talking about it and discussed her mother's story. My mom is actually up for parole right now, she said, but the victim's family members are appealing, so it's taking a while for her to get out. But she's gonna get out. So,
I love my mommy.
Yeah, so her daughter's stupid.
Oh, my mommy's a great mommy.
Yeah.
Can't wait for her.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna work at a nursing home together.
Yeah.
Oh, what if
we'll
she,
have sex?
What if she ended up in the nursing home? Dun dun dun.
Check this.
Well, okay. What's up?
Sean will like this because
Okay.
it'll prove him right. Psychological testing also revealed Graham could be easily manipulated, suffered from borderline personality disorder.
Sounds like. I mean,
Yeah.
So they're now.
Her way to connect with this chick was to murder with her, and then
Yeah,
she's like,
no.
oh, there's someone else.
No, but this is.
I'm gonna murder with you so you'll stay.
No, Graham's
Whatever
the
it
one
takes.
that ended up getting life.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is actually in the book. So someone wrote a book on this in '92, claiming and through her investigation that Wood was the pathological liar and created the whole
manipulator.
thing. The manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
And through Graham having borderline personality disorder, got her to do these things for her.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Plot thickens.
So
there was
she's
some
Emperor
mass-
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Yep, I
She's
know what that
fucking-
is.
Star Wars, bro.
Wow.
Bro.
Dude, this is a gnarly nerd alert.
Star
Which
Wars?
Star Wars is that from?
Palpatine?
What?
I
Return of the
fucking
Jedi,
know.
bro.
I don't know, dude.
I don't
I mean,
either.
Return, dude.
I know. I've seen them. I like them. I'm not like your big.
I only
watch them every year.
Okay,
on
I'm not even gonna comment on
4th of
Star Wars.
July.
The state of Star Wars right now is just not good.
It's in disarray.
It's not good, dude.
Yeah, Disney.
And if you criticize it, then all of a sudden you have a problem with women, even though they made a horrible movie.
Is that true?
Yeah, no.
It's a whole fucking thing.
Anyone that criticized it, it had nothing to do with the women. Nothing. They're
with
like,
the
you
film.
made a horrible movie.
Wait, the
And
new one with the chick?
Yeah,
I kind of liked it.
you're like, oh, you made a
didn't
horrible.
dislike it.
You made a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, these guys have a problem with women.
Yeah.
It's because
And it's
Rogue
like,
One
whoa.
was dope.
Rogue
It's a
One. I like
spin-off.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
That was good. I know it's a spinoff. But
No,
it was good.
I mean, not technically spin-off, but it was just separate. It was good. Yeah, no,
It's a
Rogue One was
separate
good.
Deal.
Do you think you liked it that much because it didn't have a woman as the
Wasn't
main-
there a woman in the main?
Yeah, no, main character was
Yeah.
a woman. I just
sure.
don't like the way they killed off Luke
Jesus
Skywalker.
Christ.
They made him a bitch. It's
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker, dude.
I know.
He trains her.
Yeah, but
No,
but he's
he's
also
milking
he
this
runs
thing.
from any real fight. There's no fight. There's no
Yeah,
Luke.
he's like-
How could you not have a Luke
He's
Skywalker
like,
fight?
the Jedi need to die off because it's like, dude. Okay, we need to move on.
He's like, I'm going into hiding, and I don't want
Yeah.
anyone to find me
It's a
because
lame
I lost
movie,
a
dude.
fucking fight.
The Last Jedi, man.
Man, you fall down, you get back up.
Lame movie, dude.
All right, yeah,
Mhm.
we shouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. Star Wars podcast coming soon. So I guess you want to move on to a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's hear it.
Shoot, sends that.
Okay, this is. I'm gonna mix it in the middle because it's a heavy hitter.
Ooh.
They could have their own. They're, for me, probably one of the most famous, real sicko fucking serial killers. So, if you haven't heard of them, Fred and Rosemary West.
Ooh.
I've not
No,
heard
this
of
is
them.
new.
Have not heard?
I like
Clean
this.
slate,
It's new.
clean
Fresh.
slate.
It's fresh.
Okay, so I'll just start with their backgrounds then.
Okay, let's hear that.
Fred, born into a small town, one of 6 children, and he, by his own account, a lot of sexual abuse. Father was fucking the daughters, taught him
Ooh.
bestiality.
She was
Mom,
like, hey, you want to learn how to fuck a dog?
yeah.
Oh, my.
Taught them.
Mom was sexually abusing him when he was 12.
Whoa, mom and dad both.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
They're like, hey, let's fuck our kids.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
have you been fucking the kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
me
you too.
too.
Okay,
Oh my
cool,
God.
cool.
I love you,
Let's keep-
honey.
Let's keep doing it.
Common thing. Mom, close relationship with abusive mother who treats him like shit and basically like tells him he wants him to be a girl and like this whole thing. So
that's pretty common.
He has had multiple head injuries. Like it's like literally if we could build a
cookie cutter,
I mean?
it's like
this is it.
Cookie cutter childhood for
he had to have a metal plate in his head. Breaking one of his legs so badly it was shorter than the other. Like this dude's.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
He had a.
Wow. Unfortunately, someone should have just shot him.
He was convicted when he was 19. He got convicted of molesting a 13-year-old girl, but didn't serve any. This is good. This is doctor. I want. Didn't serve any jail time because his doctor said he suffered from epileptic fits.
Oh, because that causes you to
rage. When I rape people when I had epilepsy.
And I fell on top of her and he shook. And my dick just so happened to be out at the time.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I get a major hard-on when I have a seizure. It's the thing.
Yeah, no, it's funny. His family disowned him after that.
That's oh my god. You're sick. You're sick, Fred.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
Oh.
They're like, wow, geez, get out of here, man.
That's insanity.
It's because it wasn't in the family.
Right.
They're like,
oh, yeah.
You didn't keep it in the family, dude.
Yeah, dude. You fuck your sisters or no one.
Yeah. It's your sisters or no one, man.
Me, your sisters, or no one.
He eventually got... There's suspected that he's killed people before meeting Rosemary. Little girl, 15-year-old girl disappears from a bus stop. None of these are proven. There's a couple more. He had a wife, was never interested in, quote, regular sex, demanded weird sex.
Weird sex. Like what?
I think we'll go more into that later.
Ooh, okay.
So that's him. Now he's an adult. He was...
Oh, he probably had her wear a dog costume because he was in the bestiality.
And then raped the dog.
Act like a dog, please. It's the only way I could come, all right?
Yeah. So I think he, at this point... he killed a random woman, dismembered her and buried her, and a little girl, blah, blah, blah. Then now Rosemary, right?
His love.
So his love.
The love.
So, born in England. Fancy.
Oh yeah. All right.
So, her troubled and abusive household. Her father, Bill Letts, was a schizophrenic who constantly disciplined her and her siblings and mother. When she was pregnant, her mom received with her electroconvulsive therapy as a treatment for her severe depression.
Oh, that's always works.
Yeah, when they're pregnant, that's good.
For the kid too.
Yeah, it fixes your kid too. It's a 2-in-1 package.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. That's brilliant.
Sexually abused by her father.
I know. These two were meant to be.
Yes.
They were meant to be with each other. Like, you too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah.
And you'll relate to this.
Do you fuck dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we're perfect.
Yeah.
And then this part, you could probably develop empathy for because you probably relate, but Sean.
Here we go.
Well, no, she wasn't very bright and a bit overweight. She was often teased and responded by attacking.
You think I'm overweight, dude?
No,
He's
flexing. It was
right
the
now.
bright part.
You think I'm overweight, bro?
It was the bright.
Okay, all right.
Got it.
As long as you don't think I'm overweight.
Yeah, just think you're stupid.
All right.
Just kidding.
I might be stupid. At least I'm skinny.
I'm at a healthy weight, bro.
In 70, okay, so she eventually, she meets Fred.
Okay.
That was God.
Yeah.
Punishing
so,
you. Making fun of me.
Her father strongly objected to her seeing Fred and even went to the trailer park where he lived with his two daughters and threatened him.
Didn't see that one coming.
He at this point he's doing his stints in jail for thefts, failure to pay fines, blah blah blah. Rosemary becomes pregnant.
Just happened.
So so far they have, I guess, 3 kids.
Whoa,
because
that's
her
a lot of
temper
weird
problems
sex
and
going on.
Yeah.
She treated her stepdaughters horribly out of resentment.
Okay, wait, so he had 3 kids from previous marriage?
Yeah, so he had 2 kids from previous marriages. In summer 71, Rosemary snapped completely and killed Charmaine.
Oh, Charmaine.
Oh, that's Charmaine?
One of his daughters.
Oh.
One of his actual daughters?
Severing the body's fingers and toes.
Oh, she killed and then she mutilated?
Wait.
That's a little farther. A child.
Well, I don't know who Charmaine is.
Oh, Charmaine.
Okay. Unrelated.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys.
Killed the chick. Her name was Charmaine.
I'm sorry.
That's all you need to say.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were right the first time.
I was right. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because Fred helped bury the daughter, his own daughter.
All right.
And when the stepmom came to come looking, body wasn't found, toes cut off. Fred is suspected to be the killer, but it was actually Rosemary. Fred encouraged Rosemary to have sex with other men, both for money and for fun, and often watched her, through a peephole.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
You like to be cucked.
That's the weird, yeah.
So he prostituted her out, and they moved to Cromwell Street, where they carried out rapes and their murders. So this is what we're going to go into now. As a team.
Oh, team rape. Go.
This is where it gets fun,
guys.
Go. Gotta catch 'em all.
So Fred, this is where it starts.
You're not going to call Nerd Alert on him?
Pokemon's not Nerd Alert.
Oh, we got a fan.
Okay.
Pokemon's cool, bro.
All right. They're just.
Did you not catch them all?
Were you a Digimon guy?
I did play Pokemon.
Did you like Digimon?
In 6th grade. I watched the show too.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Team Rocket.
Yeah. Oh,
damn.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That was my neck, guys.
Yeah.
So this is where it all begins, even though it's already crazy.
It's pretty kicked off already. Like
once they develop Team Rape.
Yeah. They hire a young woman to work as a nanny for their remaining children. They keep making sexual advances on her, but she keeps declining. One night, they both unsuccessfully tried to seduce her, and she tried to leave, only to be held captive overnight. He threatened her and said he'd let some of his friends have her, and then he would kill her. Once he said that, she complied. The next day, she was released. She pressed charges, but he was able to get somehow.
What do you say? Nah.
Nope. No, I didn't do that actually.
Did
officer.
You rape this woman and hold her captor?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She convinced the court that the acts were forced into had been consensual.
Okay.
That power of being a man back in the day, dude.
She's crazy.
Fucked
She's
up.
weird. She's weird. She likes weird stuff.
Yeah. So he got fined $50.
If in their minds, if they didn't do anything wrong, then why was he? They're like, oh, you did nothing wrong.
For indecent.
You need to give us
$50
for indecent assault, whatever that is.
Rough sex.
That's
maybe that's what it is. He knows.
Rough.
Where you can. That was one of your
indecent
charges.
assault. Yeah.
What's
That was one of your
indecent.
charges.
What's up with
exposure,
with that
assault?
That makes sense.
This violation.
It's like
knowledge.
too much.
The knowledge of it. Well, my parents were officers of the law.
So
Officers of the law.
now they let him go. Over the next 6 years, they killed at least 8 young women.
Whoa.
Who came to them.
Were they sex workers?
Different lodgers or employees, people that came, like worked for them, etc. Or they kidnapped. So they're committing these murders. They like to, torture them, keep them imprisoned, rape them together. They both were sexually abusive to his daughter. He got his daughter pregnant.
Oh.
Yep.
God, man.
Yeah. Yep. And
what do you do with that?
He would.
Oh man.
I mean.
Oh man, that's like dude.
Kill everyone. I guess the answer.
God, this poor daughter, man.
I know.
This whole family is fucked.
So
if you found out that down the line somehow like you had a great whatever that was like one of these people, and you found this out, you go on 23andMe, you're like all excited, then you find out it was some serial killer. What do you do with that?
Well, you don't do it.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, you just stop it. I'm not going to do that.
Right. Well, I assume that your parents didn't do that, so it's been stopped.
Yeah.
But do you tell your grandma, like, yo, I found this out? Do you know that already?
This is someone that's still living. You're
like if there was a great grandparent still alive or something that had knew that person, you throw that at him, be like, yo, what the fuck's up with great grandpa fucking Harry?
No, I'm not gonna be like, hey, great-great-grandma.
Stir that shit up. She might be 90, but fucking, I'd find out.
Well,
I wouldn't actually. Sorry. You know, I got going there.
So
I didn't
they're
even know
killing,
what to say to
they're
that.
dismembering, they're raping their own kids. They're bringing people in and keeping them hostage and raping them. And so they eventually, the way they are exposed, he would videotape himself raping and sodomizing his daughters.
Oh.
It got worse. I didn't think it could.
What? Just so we can
And what year?
watch it later and be like, yeah, that was great. Good times.
We're talking, this is in 92 that he got exposed.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay, see, yeah, if that's...
And he killed people in the 70s they were killing. This isn't until
So when I was
92.
watching Ren and Stimpy,
Right.
Yeah,
he was
All of a sudden,
sodomized.
video recorders became a thing. He's like,
Yeah.
I know exactly what to do with this.
Wow, yes.
Finally, I can record. I can keep this for
reminisce
later.
on the good times in my life.
Oh, see, that's within a lifetime of people where. Oh, that's like very. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my, that's
So their modus operandi, just to kind of wrap it all up, the West victims were Caucasian females in their mid-teens to early 20s and sometimes related to them. The ones who weren't were usually lured to the house under the premise that they would be hired as nannies or some other job. When the victim was under Fred and Rosemary's control, they would rape and torture her in elaborate and sadistic bondage acts for days, and then strangle or suffocate her and bury her on the property. Fred's signature was cutting off the victim's fingers and toes, and sometimes their kneecaps, post-mortem before burying them.
That's just odd. That's just odd.
Mm-hmm.
And did he keep the fingers and toes?
He killed. Yeah. Oh, totally. He killed a
And the
pregnant woman
kneecaps.
and like ripped her fetus out of her
Oh
womb.
my God.
You know.
This is a
Holy
sick
shit.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I told you
this
he's a
is
heavy
so
hitter, man.
sick.
It's a heavy hitter.
Holy shit!
Yep.
That is so gnarly.
Yep.
He's just like, yeah, I should
Killed
have
his
been. He's
first
like, I should have
wife.
been a doctor, you know.
Right, I'm good at this.
I'm good at this.
Some were held overnight, raped, and let go. I mean, dude, they just.
What did they do to get let go? Like,
I think that might have been just that first one. we
oh,
heard
that
about.
first one really lucked
Right.
out.
And
Yeah.
then you know he's like, I don't have $50
Like-
for every time I do this, so I'm gonna kill him now and keep their kneecaps.
It's like, wow, that was my last $50. All right.
Yeah, well, I guess I gotta kill him now.
Looking back on it, she got off pretty easy.
Oh, I mean, she lived. She
Heather-
got off terribly, but she survived.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this is so
Heather
bad.
Ann-
This is so bad.
Heather Ann West.
The daughter.
One of the daughters.
Yeah.
how's she doing?
Daughter of Rosemary. Oh, how's she doing? Let's see. And possibly her own father was choked, strangled with a pair of stockings, and dismembered by the couple, his own daughter.
Did
So he raped a lot of his own daughters, but he also murdered.
one of them?
Man,
And Charmaine.
his brain just couldn't. Like
Did
his
any-
head was fucked up. As in,
Yeah.
but no, I'm just saying. Also, just from brain damage and like that's a level of insidious that is like
That's
deep.
horrible.
Yeah.
Did any daughters live?
Yes. Let's see. I don't know. You want me to try to find out where they're at?
Well,
That's probably.
I'm sure they're not doing too well. I mean,
We can assume
I just
that.
like hope one of them like got out and was able to like.
she's
live
like a
somewhat.
barista at Starbucks. And
She's doing great. Yeah.
whatever. She just goes home and like. It's Hillary.
One of his daughters is named Mae West. That's Mae's name.
shit.
Dog.
So
Mae
she
West.
turned into a dog.
Ooh, they really turned that role playing thing into a
Reality.
serious.
They called
serious thing.
it the House of Horrors, where
Of
9 of her
course.
parents' victims were buried.
That's
Horse
literally
or
the
high-res?
most one of the most awful stories I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys.
It's like it was cringy the entire time.
Yeah.
When we both are just like, oh, and there's what?
Ah!
What? Hey guys! Oh,
Technical difficulties.
You guys like that?
That's when we have a heavy hitter. We have whatever just played. It's our
Right.
new thing.
Yep.
yeah, you guys will hear it again.
We meant to do that.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
That's just,
Yeah, these are whole interviews with some of his daughters, dude.
Oh.
I don't know if I can even do this.
I don't know. Is it transcripts or actual audio recording?
No, this is transcripts.
Well, let's. I mean, we've already gone this deep into the rabbit hole. Let's see how far it goes.
It's probably just a lot of banter and then some
it's her talking about some stuff.
Okay,
so other things like revealed how her mom stood by as her uncle raped her as a 5-year-old.
Uncle?
Oh my god. This is one of
the
Rosemary's.
Yeah. Uncle raped, but mom just stood by and watched.
Oh, this is May and Stephen West, the eldest surviving children. I'm looking right at them. Oh god.
So did the boy get off at all? Like, was he?
Dude, the mom, Rosemary, would pander and demand cash from her daughter from prison.
Whoa. So, like, give me money. Put money on my books.
May, who's probably all fucked up, would go and try to, like, visit and, like, but eventually broke contact in the mid-2000s.
She had to go to a lot of therapy to be able to even probably
I don't know if there's any amount of therapy that can really get that.
No, just to break her going to visit them. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's like
the connection.
Fred took his own life, and he confessed to killing up to 30 victims himself.
Yeah.
Rhodes was convicted of 10.
Man, I think there should be a thing. If you're, I don't know. I wish we could torture people the way they killed people. If you just,
well, I mean,
if you deserve to die.
What kind of? I mean, would that bring any fulfillment?
Well, that's what the daughter.
No, it's not about fulfillment.
The daughter.
It's about so they can know what they did to someone else.
They don't. They're sociopaths.
Yeah, but I want them to feel pain.
They don't feel pain. Physical.
Physical. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the emotional pain is what really is the worst.
But she tried to like talk to her mom in prison. It says, but cut her off eventually for not giving straight answers about her role in the Grizzly murders.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Well, she's convicted. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but it was like, what did you? I think she.
What really happened? It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't do anything. I was knitting. I was knitting the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sick fucking couple, man. That was some. That's ooh.
Is that heavy, guys?
That was heavy. That was heavy. Hey, on a lighter note, my parents have 5 wiener dogs.
Oh, do they?
Did you know this?
Squad. Yes, I knew
Bro,
this.
I could imagine just 5 little wieners just running through the
wiener squad. And they just all roll as a unit.
Do they?
Yeah. And they're just like, meow, meow, meow. So, like, imagine that. You know what? That really helped me right now. Okay, now back to more torture and rape.
Right, I'm ready for more now. I can take a little more.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, already?
I mean,
dude, like, I mean,
I feel like we should do it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like we're pulling the Band-Aid
I mean,
off
I don't know
fast.
if you can get any worse than that one.
All right. We're talking. No, it's not as bad.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But it sucks.
It's all downhill from here.
We're talking Froggy and Mickey.
James
Froggy and Mickey.
James Froggy DiVaggio and Michelle Mickey Mouchad.
Hey,
Froggy?
Hey, Mickey.
That's not his given name. That was a nickname,
That's
right?
his nickname.
Foggy.
Okay.
Foggy
He's a frog. He looks like a frog.
This guy over here, we should call him fucking Foggy. Foggy and Mickey. These two go out and kill people, all right?
So he probably looked like a frog, right?
He hopped around a lot. That guy had some fucking hoppers.
He's a hopper.
Yeah. So
Froggy.
They're
what did Mickey do?
Froggy style.
You want to know about these guys?
Yeah, I mean that's what we asked you like 8 times.
I got distracted. So they found each other. You know what I'm saying?
So Mickey was a woman.
I'm not gonna do. I don't know if I'm not gonna go full in this. So they killed multiple people, but they're couples. So
still on the same one.
They would kidnap women, fuck women together, but their signature
Froggy style.
Yeah,
and
that's where you got the nickname.
And they modeled themselves after another killer couple that came before them, which we aren't covering, but it's Gerald and Charlene Gallego, who killed 10 teenage and young adult victims using them as sex slaves. So they were into using them, and they drove around. This is what caught my attention. A Dodge van turned into a torture chamber, rigged with ropes and hooks.
Can't trust those fucking vans.
So like, hey,
the rape van is a real thing.
They open the door and it's just ropes and hooks, and they're like,
it's a fucking jungle gym.
They're like, okay,
swing on this one.
Yep. So they would kidnap, rape, torture women all around, put them in the van, go to hotels. Michelle, just to give her props, was a Catholic Church volunteer.
Oh, well then it's all forgiven.
a couple Hail Marys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
all is forgiven.
I have to confess.
So that's disgusting. The fact that she was able to go into church and be like, "Oh, praise the Lord."
That just gives you an idea of how delusional she was. Where I'm sure at the end of the day, when she went to church, she was just like, "Well, at least I'm a good Christian
I'm a good person."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go into crazy background, or like details because. So Charlene was a sexual submissive, the woman, and he was a sexual dominant, and they're big into sodomizing.
Okay, butt stuff.
Or just insertion into holes with large objects
that were not meant to be there.
Yes.
Ugh.
They would abduct them at gunpoint and then rape and sodomize them for days on end, and then usually kill them by shooting them or bludgeoning them at the end. Once
This is
just sex
gnarly.
crime.
No, it's just gnarly. It's just one after another of just gnarly.
Yeah. It's reality.
Well, the fact,
there's something to be said about the couples having it's more than murder. Every one of these is sexually related.
Yeah.
I mean, like heavily. Like, of course, most murder, like a lot of like serial killers, there's a sexual aspect of it. But like, this is like they build off of each other, so they just get sicker and sicker.
This guy he's a dominant. Like, he wants to dominate people, and she wants to please him because she's and so she's willing to do whatever.
I can't please you, so I'll go and get you someone that can.
Yeah, but I think she's more than that because she took pleasure in the watching him sodomize. She participated. They would make victims, they brought 2 victims in once and made them have sex, 2 women, before killing them against their will.
Oh God.
Yeah, but but you're right. I think I looked up multiple killer couples, and every single one of them there's a sexual part.
Yeah.
But not happy to say they both got the death penalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
good.
How do they get caught,
man? I know that right off the top of my head. Why don't you guys keep talking for a little bit?
Dude.
No, they were apprehended in November 17th, 1980. They were eventually found guilty of their crimes. I don't know.
How did they?
They were found guilty.
Did they write a poem about it or what?
Yeah.
Murder.
Did they?
I don't know, dude.
Did they go into different locations, and if you connected the dots, and spell out murder?
Right. They left breadcrumbs on the floor everywhere they went.
Yeah. Oh well, they got together. So eventually, this is how it started. You were right. Together a year, he's like, I'm not interested in you anymore sexually, and then made her go and find love slaves to turn him on, and then that grew from there.
And then she got off to it because of how much he was getting off to it.
Yeah, and she also had her own lesbian desires, and she liked seeing a helplessly tied up girl.
Oh, because she was submissive, but that was her chance to be powerful and feel I'm powerful now. Probably. Yeah. Right.
So that's what there's the did she actually kill them? They don't. But either way, she lured them. She was the one. She went out, and she's not unattractive. She's not attractive. She kind of looks like a meth head in the.
I'm just gonna go on and assume gonna have this picture in my mind.
Yeah, it's probably wrong. A little sunken, sunken in cheeks, but
that's what happens when you murder people.
When you murder, your cheeks, it really does a lot for the cheeks.
Or do meth. One or the other.
Yeah,
it really pronounces your cheekbones more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heavy, huh?
Okay, so when you said that, that was okay.
That's some of the most disturbing things I've heard that we've done.
Same here. I was whoa, killer couples. Wow.
Right. We've listened about Genghis Khan killing millions of people, but this too far.
And
this is a lot of detail in this.
Scale of 1 to 10 on what I have prepared for future episodes. This is probably a 6.5. So.
What?
I might need to prepare.
Yeah. What?
I didn't really give you guys a heads up on this one, but there's way worse people. We were making fun with Peter Curtin, and he's sick.
Yeah.
He did
But
some
that's
sick
like
stuff.
some kindergarten shit.
Yeah, but,
Well,
I
he's
think
drinking blood.
I
Yeah.
think they did this crazy, probably similar things. But the fact is, this newer stuff when you have the intense detail and you're able to relate it to current.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's much more current and
the family aspect.
And I think there's something about incest, dude. That's
Incest,
just like
kids,
already.
children,
taboo.
like they, and like rape is bad, but like when
Surviving
you're doing it
victims.
to a kid,
Hold on. Yeah, you just kind of almost. Well, rape is. I guess it's bad.
It's bad no
I'm
matter
saying
what.
rape is bad no matter what. But when you're doing it to a kid,
And your own kid at that.
it's like, your own kid. You're supposed to trust.
Yeah,
Like
you
the whole
gave birth to this child,
and then they trust you as their parent. It's like so fucked up.
There's
some devil shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's not. Dude, there's some way worse people out there.
Okay, I'm preparing myself.
Yeah,
for
we're
that.
gonna have to get into that at some point, but
You guys aren't.
Hey, whatever. I'm game. If I just am quiet for a while and you don't hear me, just check.
I'll check on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Craig, how you doing, dude? Just hanging in there. Okay, all right. Let's continue.
No, you guys keep talking, dude. I don't know.
All right, back to Star Wars.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like, okay. Take a Star Wars break. It's like what Emperor Palpatine did to Darth Vader, only with rape.
Well, okay. So, therefore, much worse.
Oh, I mean, well, hey, Darth Vader killed people. He didn't rape them.
Right.
That we know of. I don't think he had a penis. I don't think Darth Vader had a penis after he was, like, put in the suit.
I'm sure he still had a dick.
No, it didn't work. Dick don't work.
I'm sure. I'm saying.
I'm pretty
you
sure.
You think that's why he was so evil?
Well,
he lost his dick, and he was like,
no. Yeah, before he was just like a bitchy, whiny kid, and then he was like turned into this like evil, like fucking.
Oh, and then his kids died, so then he's like, I can't even make anymore.
Yeah, his dick don't work.
Ah.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, dude, dick don't work. Whoa. Which leads back to the impotence thing. Darth Vader was a serial killer. Dick don't work, dude.
Yeah, but we don't know that for sure.
No, I mean,
it worked before.
I'm connecting dots, dude.
He had two kids that died in childbirth.
Dude, he like went to lava, bro. Like your dick's not gonna work after you fall in a volcano.
Did he make it all the way up to his dick?
Yeah, dude, his whole body was burned. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh no!
No, I blocked it.
Good catch.
Yeah, man.
Bless you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
There's another guy that we could do a future whole episode on.
Should we hold on?
Have you heard of Joseph Fritzl?
No. My girlfriend knows all about these.
Oh
people.
god, dude!
It's so crazy. Like, she'll be listening to this episode and she'll be like, "Oh my god, guys,
gotta do Joseph."
The West. You didn't talk about like
I know. This is a very because we're doing like multiple.
She's so into it. I'm just like, wow, Julia, you are so.
Yeah,
I love you.
I'm learning a lot about. Maybe I'll do a teaser for him right now.
Just give us
a
a
little
taste.
sneak peek.
You want a taste of Fritz, man?
Just
A little Austrian-born
tip.
Joseph
Dude.
Fritzl.
So give me the
The
Fritzl.
German.
So
give me a taste of Fritzl.
when he was 21, he married his wife Rosemary.
So sweet. Oh, another Rosemary.
Yep.
Wow. Do not name your kid Rosemary.
It's played out at this point.
So one of his daughters, Elizabeth, she like had been running away from home. She wanted to go to Vienna. She just kind of was like one of these, teenagers that just a rebel. You know what I'm saying?
We all know.
Yeah.
She started a course to become a waitress. Didn't want to go to school. Just wanted to get away, right? So when she's 18,
fucking hippies,
she ran away for good.
Oh.
Or did she?
Oh.
She never left town. She's in the goddamn basement getting ripped.
Well, her mom thought she left. Her sisters thought she left.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Went to go make it big.
I mean,
in the pictures.
You know what I mean? It'd be impossible for
New York.
How could a father put his daughter in a basement without his whole family knowing, and then believing that she just ran away? Impossible.
That's what I thought.
That never
Or
happens.
is it?
I didn't even know. So actually, that's what happened. Yeah. She was in a fucking basement.
Dude, he planned her entire, wrote a letter from her saying she'd run away, and he had been continuously building a hidden chamber almost every day, minimum 3 times a week. Like he was building this into their
So
shed
this was super
that he would lock
out.
up, planned out for years.
Took
Oh
a
man!
while.
So that's to get to a. Well, it was his daughter. It was his blood daughter.
His blood daughter.
So he had already had this, like, I want her. And
he
then
told
went
police
to years
that,
of making this.
Yeah, that she joined a religious cult, that she, like, you know what I mean? They didn't know.
I think I watched that.
Every once in a while, she would send a letter.
I think I
over
watched
the
something
next
about this.
24 years of captivity.
Oh, she had kids.
Oh.
She was visited every day and raped every day by her father. Bringing her food and other supplies.
Oh, this chick ended up with Stockholm Syndrome for sure.
Yeah.
24 fucking years?
She was in love with him.
And in that time, she gave birth to 7
Where'd the fucking kids go?
Murdered?
No.
No?
Adoption.
Nope.
Kept them down there?
Nope.
Ate them.
So, 1 died shortly after birth, and 3 were removed as infants to live with Fritzl and his wife.
Oh, these are we just found the stork came yesterday.
So
a new baby came.
Found this one again.
Found another
no
baby.
I think saying that her daughter was like dropping off her illegitimate children.
Oh, told the wife
she's
that like
she's in the pictures now. And
no,
she don't
like,
need no kids.
She's saying,
she
like, keeps
popping out these fucking kids.
And then she even got it approved by social services. It became their foster parents.
That's. Dude. I mean, at least they didn't murder the kids. 7.
I mean, he's not okay. Just give him a little clout. When she had her 4th child, he did allow her prison to go from 380 to 590 square feet.
Oh,
so,
bumped it up.
Let's not
upgrade.
Just
He's like, hey, you know what I'm going to do for you?
Addition on the house.
I'm going to upgrade your house because you've been good.
And let her keep the kid. So she raised the kid down there too. Yeah. She raised her dad's kid in a basement.
Kid. Oh, see, that kid's alive doing something.
Sometimes like if she wouldn't have sex with him, he'd shut off their lights and refuse to deliver food for days at a time.
Oh. Man, after a while, 24 years, I'm sure she just became. That was her life. She knew nothing different. Wouldn't there be escape attempts? Oh,
well, no.
But he planned this out. This
Well, he said if she tried to escape, he'd kill
the kids,
the 3 other kids, and said that like she'd be electrocuted if they
if they touched the door.
I mean, she's so trauma. Like, think about the amount of Stockholm syndrome and trauma. You believe anything.
Do we know at what age she got taken away?
18.
Oh, 18. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So she had already lived a normal life.
She knew what's up. It's not like she was a little girl. Like, oh, I don't know anything.
Right. She knew how fucking twisted it was, and then probably forgot because she spent more time down there than
her own dad. Like,
trusted father to 18 years old, and then to turn and make you his sex slave. Whew.
People just I was like,
right, and know what's crazy? He was living a normal life upstairs with his fucking.
Oh, so
was that a 5 on your scale?
Not the 3.
That's a 3, guys.
That's an 8. But so okay, timeline. He began sexually abusing her at 11.
Oh,
without even knowing,
and he wanted her all to himself.
Yeah. So then he begins building the cell in about 3 years. Takes to build it. And then lures her into the basement and imprisons her. Then so.
Wow. So she lived through all this and she got out eventually.
Yeah. What? Yeah. How?
So you guys want to know how?
Yeah.
So I think what happened from my memory too, like.
She would be like in her 40s when she got out if it was 24 years.
In 2008, this is recent. Like I remember this in the news, but so Fritzl said that the eldest daughter, so one of his daughters, their daughters, I guess you could say, fell unconscious and was really sick. So she convinced him that Elizabeth, like, he needed to take her to the hospital, the daughter. Like, it took a long time, but he eventually was like, yes, I'll take her to the hospital. Elizabeth helped him carry her out of the chamber and saw the outside world for the first time in 24 years. He forced her to return to the chamber where she remained for a final week. Then the daughter goes to the local hospital and is admitted with kidney failure. So medical staff found aspects of his story puzzling. Just with who this is, like how could our little girl be so like sick? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kidney failure, a little girl.
She's not a.
No.
How old was she?
No, this is the daughter. This is
the
his
daughter.
daughter.
Okay,
her daughter's daughter.
Yeah,
okay.
Their daughter.
Okay.
And so they start, investigating, going into it, and
they go search. Oh my god!
They found her. They got her.
Bro, she saw daylight after 24. Even if it was night, doesn't matter. The outside world, 24 years, and then she probably was like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh god. This might move it to a 9.
Oh no.
She told police.
She liked it.
No. Shut up. Fritzl
you're throwing these out.
Fritzl raped her and forced her to watch pornographic videos, which he made her reenact with him in front of their children in order to humiliate her.
Ugh.
Oh my! This is I have like nothing to say. Like this is that's so crazy that this dude is just like, yeah, this is great. This is a good thing to do. I'm gonna do this for 24 years with my daughter. Like, how fucked up do you have to be?
Right, and what's crazy is that I'm sure that he was he lived a normal life outside of that. He was upstairs with his with his wife.
He was like, and the thing I watched about him, he like
went to
on
church.
Vacations. Like he was a very normal. People liked him.
Yeah, those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah, man, complete sociopath. He claims it was consensual and didn't constitute it as rape.
It's your fucking daughter.
Yeah, you got her in a fucking prison, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, she could leave whenever she wanted
really liked
to.
it down there.
She loved it. I upgraded it to 550 square feet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He said, I am not the beast the media is making me to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
We loved each
Fuck
other.
off and die. What?
So.
What'd they do to him?
Well, he was born in an interesting time in Austria. And a lot they pointed out why he was like this. He grew up in the Nazi era.
Oh.
So anyone who's German and not Jewish has this gene in them. We're going to end on that note.
So he's basically great.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yep. And you.
I'm German too.
So the emphasis on discipline.
Got it.
All that made him the way he is.
We should kill him.
Should we make a dungeon?
Let's make a dungeon. Torture him. Maybe rape him a little bit. Sodomy.
Sodomy.
So.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. That's inappropriate.
No, that's what he calls it.
Yeah,
inappropriate.
after he just said that we were basically rapists.
He pushed it to level 10.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was disgusting.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight.
Yeah,
I won't.
This ain't the fun one. You know what I mean? We're in double digits episodes now. We're trying to get fucking serious.
Trying to get it up to a 10.
We're trying to
or 6.
We were just
trying to make you guys grossed out now.
Yeah. We lured you in.
Yeah. Now we got
like he lured his such
a massive fan base.
Oh.
What?
What? No.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. Now we have such a massive fan base that we're okay with losing a couple.
Yeah,
with this gross stuff,
Yeah, we could. We're fine with 4.
I don't think Jessica's gonna like this one.
No. Hey.
No. Listen,
she won't. Listen.
She'll love it.
Wiener dogs. Just think wiener dogs, man.
Oh yeah, puppies
frolicking around in tall grass where they have to jump.
Oh, they can't even see out of it.
Well, Sean needs to go kill Anixia, so.
Wow,
that's it, dude. We're ending on a fucking harsh ass note.
Yeah.
And that's the way it fucking goes. And we're just going to be soft dick coming into next week, and we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Woo!